Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the nice little fun quest, Trial by Water. It's a level 15 Conjurer quest. Brother Isumiyon wants you to learn about the element of water. It's good to see you again. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. The time has come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. In the part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near the hawthorn hut. Water's purity will draw forth the corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being, and then speak with Brother Wasin at the hawthorn hut. As you might expect, he is a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of the brook and stream. Listen well to his advice if you would learn to master the element of water. Yeah, sure, we'll do our best here. There he is. Greetings. Brother Isumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the befouled water at the hedge tree? The joyous welcome of the elementals was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both them and myself, I thank you. Now, without further ado, let us speak of that which Brother Isumi sent you here to learn. I trust you do not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. One need not have studied botany to realize that the forest requires more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from the tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. This precious liquid is the lifeblood of the 12's wood. Without it, naught would grow, but should it rise in too great a volume and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all the nature is in balance, as conjuring derives its power from nature. We must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt this state. Ever must we be mindful of the ceaseless tug of war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of the elements. Brother Wasin, are you about? I am here, sir. What has transpired? I heard a young antelope stag has gone berserk. I don't know what's got him so panicked, but there's no calming him now. The mad beast gored the soldiers sent to shepherd them away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile wounded over at Jocelyn's Spire. Not enough hands to staunch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. Curious, I sense nothing amiss in the whisperings of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies, I shall revisit these musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we too will suffice. We must divide our forces. Travel straight away to Jocelyn's Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavor to rally further heroes, and follow after you bearing what restorative unguents I can. You, sir, head to Stillglade Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Isumi. Are you a conjurer, you say? Praise Nafka. You've come not a moment too soon. Sounds like yet more wounded have been carried in. Pray offer them what aid you can. Why were they carried up here and not to the hut where all the healers were in the first place? And, well, beds. I can breathe again, thank you. These are rather dangerous at the present, but I fear your reprieve shall be brief. The battle with the stags yet rages, and there are reports of yet more wounded. I bid you join the wood whalers and help put an end to this. Take them just off the road that leads to the northeast, and do not worry. My art should be sufficient to prevent matters from worsening here. Now go. I'll see that girl, and she's probably behind this in some way. Yep, there she is. Come on, hand out you quickly. The fight is this way. Excuse me. Conjurer, your aid. Miss. I'm fine. Don't mind me. Pray tell me that we are not too late. Sophie, what have you done? I forbade you from using such methods. Guildmaster? I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. My mother never did anything wrong. There's more to this story. I ask that you follow her, please. I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. She cannot have gone far in her weakened state. Guessing she's using her own life force rather than using the aether around her. That's why it so weakens her to do anything. I understand, when I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's just nothing there. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. The same thing happened to her, losing her magic. I mean, and then she... Am I going to die? This can't be happening. I didn't think... Please, I need to be alone. Well, that and the fact that the entire environment is balanced by these... requires to be balanced by these elementals. And your actions have unbalanced things. They may have some means of being able to deny you access to the ether here, as they believe you to be a threat to the environment. Excuse me. Excuse me again. You have returned at last. Were you able to speak with Sylphie? I see. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water, healing, the principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sylphie has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal steals from her own life force. The vital energies of mortals are, however, finite, and now that of which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwillingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills. And Sylphie's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she should reach the limits of her strength at a much earlier age. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. I shall think on a solution to this dark dilemma, and maybe that I will have need of your assistance in the near future. Not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. You grow closer to nature with every passing day. I sense within you the seeds of greatness. In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life. But you also felt the implacable power of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path. Like earth and wind and nature at large, the element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Having completed the third lesson, I am satisfied they have mastered the fundamentals of conjuring. Now, this is but the beginning of your journey. Henceforth, you must strive to tune yourself even more closely to the elements and to nature. Excuse me. I mean, my first thought is that basically you just should have told her the truth from the very goddamn beginning. But that's just my thoughts. Thank you for joining us here today for this little video on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video on YouTube or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch. Till then, though, have a wonderful rest of your day.